Alright guys, and welcome back to another Access All There Is, Jimmy's virtual diary. And today's is a very special one. Of course, this is my 2025 year in recap. Get my hair right. On a personal level, this year was a huge one for me. I went and got married, of course, to the beautiful Mrs Maddon, the brains behind all of this. We got married in Las Vegas, you guys might remember, at the Little Chapel of the West, the oldest and original wedding chapel in Vegas. And no, we didn't get married by Elvis. She did draw the line somewhere. That obviously preceded going to Berlin. On our way there, the honeymoon, we went to go travel around America. We got to see the Grand Canyon, went to Tombstone, we went to Roswell. Fortunately, didn't see any aliens, weird. Then we went to Palm Springs, which was gorgeous. LA, got to see the Whiskey A Go Go. Into Hollywood, that was amazing. Then we went to Disneyland in Anaheim. One of the weirdest places I've ever been, Disneyland Anaheim. Not at all what you would expect. Then we went to San Diego and saw the San Diego Zoo. That was a fab day out. And then back to Vegas, where we did actually happen to win relatively big, of all things, believe it or not. Back through Berlin on the way home. And it was just an amazing time, a trip of a lifetime, really. So musically speaking, this year started off relatively slowly. The only release I had was Hoovers on Mars, the old-fashioned version. That, of course, was recorded when I was still with Ramble On Recordings. We released it early this year. It was all part of like a little acoustic EP sort of idea we had. Really the only thing left over that was sort of ready for release. Of course, last year's late issue recordings of Baby Be Mine and You're Only One Dance Away continue to do so well. It's been amazing to see how they've been taken to by the public still. I opened up an open mic here in Sheffield, as you guys know, at the Beaten Track on Campo Lane in Sheffield. Every second Thursday. That's just been amazing to see that get going. And of course, I did organise Greenfest as well earlier this year, which was a music festival I put on here in Sheffield. I also started recording the Broomhall Sessions with Joey. As you guys know, Joey Clarke, a great dear friend of mine and the man behind the camera, except for when I do these, funnily enough. So we recorded them earlier this year. They're recorded in May, early May. There's still more to come out, to be fair. So there's still more releases to come. And I can't wait to sort of get them out in their entirety as well. It's very stripped, raw, no editing, no processing. Is just as it is. So I did a couple of residencies this year. I started and ended with Dogfest. I didn't play very many gigs at the start of the year, and I really rammed it in the back end of the year. So of course I did 43 gigs or something along those lines in the last 6 months. And the biggest show of them all was when I got taken to Antwerp, thanks to Scorpio Promotions and Ian Russell, to play over there in Antwerp. It was the first time I played in Europe properly. It's just amazing. It was fab. I was so excited to do it. I can't wait to get back. You guys are just awesome over there. I loved every minute of it. What else did I do? So, you're probably asking yourselves, what's 2026 going to bring? How can you top some of that? Well, obviously going to be going back to Europe. That's a given. That's a must. I also just recently released brand new merchandise again, courtesy of Mrs Maddon, helping me put all of that together. You can find it at fourthwall.com/Jimmy Maddon. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, caps, mugs, the lot, and more to come as well. So you're probably asking yourselves, what am I going to do in 2026? How can you possibly top that? Well, going back to Europe, that's a must. I don't think that's goes without saying. That was awesome. I want to do more. France potentially on the cards as well, thanks to connections I've got out there. Also, going to be going back to the studio. So I think next year will be more of a recording year. This year was a very gig heavy year. Even though my first show is on January 2nd. But I can't wait to get into the studio. I've got a couple of ideas, some singles and songs I've been writing, and a couple of concept album ideas I might try and put together, because it's been a couple of years now since the last full-length album. And I'll continue to just be fucking awesome. It's me. Why could you not? And I can't wait to do it again in 2026. Such a big thank you to all of you guys who've been watching these, following me, buying merchandise, buying tickets to shows, traveling around to see me, sending me messages and everything. I love every minute of it, and I thank you guys so much. Really looking forward to what 2026 has to offer, and I'm sure you guys will as well. Right, choose peace. Hare Krishna. I love you.